The Ghana music industry has come a very long way. From days when high life used to be like a national anthem, to hip life, and now to the dominant dancehall and Afrobeat genre. However, one thing that has kept the industry going is undeniably the high level of competition between artists. The entertainment industry in Ghana has been very eventful lately. While recent years have seen a lot of artists making their breakthroughs, it hasn't been without controversies. Now, here are celebrities whose beef could have easily ended in physical assault. In 2018, one of the hottest beefs between Ghanaian artists ensued between SHATTA, WALE and SARKODIE. This happened after SARKODIE did not show up for a video shoot of a song they collaborated on. SARKODIE at the time was said to be shooting a video with a Nigerian artist, and that, according to SHATTA, WALE, was demeaning. SHATTA proceeded to jab SARKODIE on Facebook and also described him as broke and a hypocrite in a radio interview. For so long, SARKODIE refused to fight back as he tweeted amidst the verbal abuse from SHATTA. Sometimes I feel there's a lot of responsibilities on me and it gets overwhelming, so to deflect them, I shut down. Sorry if I trigger some emotions in people around me. I will try to do better. Just know that I've got love for all. However, after weeks of name calling from the acclaimed dancehall king, SARKODIE released a diss track titled Advice. The freestyled rap track was meant to shut down SHATTA for all the things he had said about him. SARKODIE talked about SHATTA's exaggerated lifestyle. He mentioned his constant bragging habit about his fortune and possessions, not to mention his habit of disrespecting other artists in the industry. Though much hasn't been said lately about their feud, it doesn't quite seem to be squashed, as SHATTA in a recent interview condemned SARKODIE for congratulating him for his collaboration on Beyonce's Lion King. According to the My Level hitmaker, there is an outstanding beef between himself and the rapper that needs to be squashed before any well wishes were extended. In the early 2000s, the biggest rap rivalry was between OBRAFOUR and Lord Kenya. If you were a fan of rap, you were either for Lord Kenya or OB4, no middle ground, and fans would argue for hours and hours and hours. The feud started shortly after the release of OBRAFOUR's Yanom off his album Permuka, where he crowned himself as the best rapper with the lines "Rap Heavyweight Champion, Mitua Town," to which Lord Kenya took offense. OBRAFOUR's fans described him as the best rap lyricist, while Lord Kenya was praised by his fan base for his unique flow and stagecraft, which many regard as the best hip life has ever seen. Both rappers fired subliminal shots at each other in their songs. OBRAFOUR will refer to Lord Kenya as Papa Sako. On the other hand, Kenya had crowned himself Rap Heavyweight Champion of the world and will use Bema Tenten Ahofe in reference to his physical attractiveness. In his raps, Lord Kenya would also remind other rappers about his dominance in the industry chart from 2001 to 2002. The rivalry died a natural death when OBRAFOUR turned attention to Ochiame Kwame. In 2010, Lord Kenya announced his retirement from hip life to pursue evangelism. From 2012, two rappers were in the VGMA's Best Rapper category, where SARKODIE won with You Go Kill Me. They appeared again in the same category in 2013, where Manifest won with Maka Maka. 2014 saw the same rappers in the same categories, where SARKODIE won with Adonai. Being in the same category in a competition with someone over some time will certainly cause some rivalry. Therefore, in 2014, the shade throwing began. SARKODIE constantly reminded fans in his songs that he is the king of rap and he is successful. On the other hand, Manifest on a song like Keep Shining delivered lines like, "Only two rappers in Ghana, Manifest and the rest. BET gives awards to Africans off air, not a diss, just a stone cold fact, I swear." However, Manifest quite agreed that SARKODIE is indeed king, but will only refer to him as King of Azonto and not Rap King. This he made clear in his Keep Shining track, saying, "All you cats claiming to be king, you are rather late. Silly songs you used to make, just to make them percolate. Me, I always knew Azonto had an expiration date." After battling it out for a while, the two decided to squash their beef. An unexpected reunion happened at the manifestivities held at the Bukum Boxing Arena. Commenting on their newly found alliance, Manifest mentioned in an interview, Before we went onto the stage, I think we sat in his car and talked about an hour or more as musical comrades. We made history together. We both have mutual respect for each other. I miss what people thought was such a great beef. It was just a competitive rivalry. There is nothing more. On 22nd June 2019, Medical posted the cover photo of a song on Instagram titled "To Whom It May Concern." The song got social media buzzing as Medical jabbed several rappers in the 3-minute 4-second song. In the song, the How Much hitmaker jabbed all rappers who spoke against his claim of saving rap music from dying 4 years ago. The rapper also bragged about his riches, claiming that he is the only rapper who has entered the Icebox, a US store that sells flashy jewelry. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, To Whom It May Concern did concern Strongman, who in response released Don't Try, a diss to Medical claiming he has a big body but with a small brain. Strongman went on to allege that Medical's riches, which he has been bragging about, is from Sakawa. Hours after Don't Try, Medical clapped back with the last burial punchlines, which was directed solely at Strongman. Medical accused Strongman of being ungrateful to SARKODIE, claiming that he told many lies about his former manager. The Ayiko hitmaker also made very derogatory statements about Strongman, dragging his girlfriend Nanama into the beef. The next day, all hell broke loose when Strongman clapped back with Immortal, a strong jab at Medical, and consequently using some pejorative words against his girlfriend, Fela Makafui. After Strongman released Immortal, Medical announced that he will be releasing a new song titled Drip at 9 p.m. on June 23rd. Although many thought that Drip was going to be a diss song or a reply to Strongman's Immortal, it really wasn't. Drip was a single featuring Joey B and Kofi Mole, and Medical did not jab Strongman in his verse. However, Strongman fulfilled his promise by releasing Ups and Downs an hour after Medical dropped Drip. Ups and Downs, which featured Manifest, got some punches being thrown at Medical, especially by Manifest, who had an existing beef with Medical since the AMG rapper jabbed him recently in a tweet. Since Drip was not a diss song, it was regarded that Medical threw in the towel, hence admitting defeat to Strongman. For many years, two of Ghana's biggest dancehall musicians have been at each other's throats. SHATTA WALE, ever since 2012 when he changed his name from Bandana, has enjoyed commercial and critical success. If you ever doubted the power of a name, SHATTA WALE seems to be a bodily resistant to that question. His style of music appeals to a large fan base, listeners across the genres of Afro-pop and dancehall. His voice, it should be said, drives his song to perfection, leaving most listeners in awe of his talent. STONEBOY, on the other hand, is a different kind of dancehall artist. He comes across as the more versatile. He made his big debut in 2012, and in about 3 years, he claimed the BET for Best International Act. This brought him popularity previously unseen. Ghanaian organized awards, in a bid to concretize his genius, gave him several awards, many of which were under the genre of dancehall, which he, alongside some other artists like Samini and SHATTA WALE, received. Following the rather superficial narrative of there can't be two kings in one kingdom, these artists have had to publicly mark their territory. Most of the blame is apportioned to SHATTA WALE, who in character has dragged Samini and STONEBOY into the mud in the past. His song, Dancehall King, which helped him win Artist of the Year in 2014, pushed this through. Although both artists have sought out peace in the past, it's been a very tipsy-turvy relationship for the two Ghanaian biggest artists. In March 2018, SHATTA WALE released No Mercy for the Cripple, a song which, as most listeners rightly conjectured, was about STONEBOY, who had a knee condition that makes him walk in a slight limp. In September 2018, during an interview, STONEBOY was asked about the truth in claims by SHATTA WALE that he had refused to collaborate on a song with the Gringo hitmaker. The Ashaman-born artist went into a tirade, citing how some time ago, SHATTA WALE had suggested that he was responsible for his own mother's death in 2015. For quite some time, all parties remained relatively quiet about this long-held beef. The flame was then ignited on May 19 by SHATTA WALE and his crew going up to the stage when STONEBOY was declared the winner of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards for Dancehall Artist of the Year. If SHATTA WALE's account after the show was to be believed, he was moving up to congratulate STONEBOY in a public attempt to promote peace among themselves going forward. STONEBOY, however, interpreted the gesture as trouble from SHATTA. In video's aftermath, he was filmed pulling a gun from a security detail on stage. The incident caused a major fracas and the award show was in disarray. I only had to react out of natural instinct because we all know how premeditative some people can be. We've seen on social media the threats and everything, so we couldn't come unprepared, Stoneboy had reportedly said. I come in peace and I go in peace, and I apologize to the whole masses of Ghana. The two later appeared in court. While Shatta Wale pleaded not guilty to offensive conduct to breaches of the peace, Stoneboy pleaded not guilty to an additional charge of display of a weapon in public without permission. It will therefore be good news to all parties involved that the duo has found the good sense to sit together and make peace. For several years, Samini and Shatta Wale waged what could pass as the fiercest war of words in Ghana's music industry over who the dancehall king is. The war degenerated into personal attacks and it manifested in their music, on social media, on stage and on air. Samini took the biggest of jabs from Shatta Wale, who released a number of songs using profane and unsavory words to insult Samini and his family in songs like Batman, Said Letter to Samini, Long Time, and several others. The main source of their banter was the title of Dancehall King, which many believe to belong to Samini because he has maintained relevance in the industry over a long period of time. Shatta Wale, on the other hand, faded from music scenes for a while during his bandana days till he resurfaced as Shatta Wale. In what seemed to be one of the longest running beefs in Ghanaian music, the two dancehall powerhouses finally squashed their long-running beef. Samini Fest, the annual concert by dancehall artist Samini, was more spectacular than usual in 2016 because it came with a big surprise that dancehall fans had been craving for ages. Shatta Wale took to the stage and performed a couple of Samini's hit songs with him, and vice versa. It was a great sight to behold, and the two kept on preaching peace and unity the whole time too. Subscribe to Television CK on YouTube and click the bell button to be notified on all new posts.